Hi guys, welcome back to Fairies Tutorials. In today's episode, we'll be looking at food, nutrition, and health, and we're exploring the topic, the conservation of vitamins in food preparation. Stay tuned. Food, nutrition, and health. And we're looking at content 8, which is entitled Conservation of Vitamins in Food Preparation. Now, let's take a look at our focus points. Now, in today's episode, we're looking at the overview of vitamins in foods, and also we'll be exploring the guidelines for conserving vitamins in food preparation, particularly the pre-preparation stage and also the cooking and holding stage. First, let us look at the overview of vitamins in foods. The water-soluble vitamins, especially thiamine, folic acid, and vitamin C, can be destroyed during improper storage and excessive cooking. Heat, light, exposure to air, cooking in water, and alkalinity are all factors that can destroy vitamins. Now that we know how delicate vitamins are and how we can lose them when we're handling them as it relates to the preparation and handling and cooking, it is very important for us to prevent all of these conditions that are listed so that we can have what? All our vitamins or majority of our vitamins remaining in the food after we've cooked it so our bodies can benefit, right? So going back, we looked at how excessive cooking can cause, so cooking for a long period of times and at high temperature can destroy vitamins in food. Also improper storage. So when we're holding, after we have cooked and we're holding, or even before we cook, right? So we may be thinking of thawing or holding the particular product. We have to think of time and temperature abuse and how that can cause the vitamins within our food to be destroyed, right? So we speak of heat, light, and exposure to air are all causes of that can lead to our vitamins being lost, right? Now, let us look further. There are 3 R's to be followed while preserving nutrients in food during cooking and also preparation. Now, let us look at what these 3 R's are. 1. Reduce the amount of liquid used in cooking. 2. Reduce the cooking time so we prevent overcooking. And 3, reduce the surface area of the food that is exposed, right? And we're going to look at how we can achieve all of this in a little more detail. All right, now we're starting off with the conservation of vitamins during pre-preparation. Now it's very important for us to note pre-preparation. So a question may ask, give 2 guidelines or 3 guidelines of conserving vitamin during pre-preparation. Now guys, please remember that pre-preparation are all the activities that we do to get ourselves in order for us to even start cooking or preparing an item, right? So all of those are the activities such as washing, peeling. How is it we can handle those foods to prevent the vitamins from leaching, right? Now let us look at these pointers. So avoid trimming and cutting fruits and vegetables into small pieces. Now, this is a pre-prep activity, right? Now, you may be wondering, why is it that I should avoid trimming and cutting fruits and vegetables in small pieces? Now, let us look at the answer. Now, the greater the surface area, the greater the chances that oxygen will break down the vitamins faster. Good. So we should try to avoid exposing foods to air for a long period of time. Now, as you can see here on your screen, on the right hand side, you can see where oxidation is taking place, right? So the apples are turning brown or the bananas are turning brown as a result of being exposed to air. So whenever we cut a particular fruit or vegetable, the enzymes within the fruits are activated, and then the air with a combination of that will cause the process of oxidation, and oxidation also destroys the nutrients, the vitamins that are in that particular fruit or vegetable, right? Now, the outer leaves of all greens and under the skins of fruits and vegetables such as potatoes, carrots, and apples have more nutrients than the inner portion. So what does this mean? Therefore, wash and use fruits in skin whenever possible. So if we don't have to peel, we don't peel, right? Because most fruits and majority of vegetables can be had with the skin on. And guess what? Even if we're removing the skin, for example, say potatoes, right? What we can do is to do not peel the potatoes, boil them first, leave them in the skin, and then we peel after. So what is happening now is the nutrients that lies close to the skin will move to the inward inside of the potatoes, and then we can have it like that, or we just have it with the skin, right? More fiber for us and also more nutrients. Good if we have to boil. But in conserving nutrients, we try to stay away from the method of boiling, or else we're going to lose all that vitamins, and all that nutrients will leach into the boiling liquid. And in the event of that we have to boil, guess what? We can use the liquid as stock, so we can use it to make gravies, soups, sauces, right? All right, now let us continue to look at some pre-preparation steps that we should bear in mind. So more nutrients are retained when there is less contact with water. Therefore, do not soak vegetables and fruits. So when we're washing, guys, we don't leave it in the water saying we're soaking off the dirt. That's a no. What will happen is that the nutrients will leach from the fruit or the vegetable and end up in that water that we just throw away or we throw on the plants. Good? Also, refrigerate food in airtight, moisture-proof containers. So remember, we speak of the exposure of the larger surface of food to air. So if we can cut into bigger particles, it is better for us. And into bigger parts, it's better for us. And also to store in airtight containers to prevent moisture, right? So moisture-proof containers, as the loss of nutrients is slowed near freezing temperatures at high humidity and less air contact. All right, now let us look at the conservation of vitamins during cooking. And I know that a majority of these tips may be coming to your mind. Now, some methods which should be used for better preservation of nutrients are steaming, grilling, and also to coat them with olive oil. Now, this promotes breakdown of the plant cell walls, releasing more antioxidants, while the olive oil also helps your body absorb carotenoids. Baking, sauteing, right? So the methods used for preserving nutrients better are steaming, grilling, baking, and sauteing, right? Next point, cook fruits and vegetables with their skin on. Good? All right. Now, avoid reheating as nutrient content is reduced by 30%. Minimize reheating food as cooked vegetables that are reheated after being kept in the refrigerator for 2 or 3 days lose more than half of their vitamin C. Now, if we're holding food for service, we have to think about time and temperature monitoring, right? Because that is very important. And also to keep the food covered to prevent the exposure of oxygen that can help to destroy or to destruct the vitamins that are found in the food. All right, so time and temperature, very important too, because remember, heat, what helps to destroy the nutrients as well, right? So we have to monitor so that we have the correct temperature for the proper food that we're holding, as well as to keep them covered where possible. Now we're at our questions, right? Number one, dried beans, apple, and lettuce are used in the preparation of meals. Suggest with a reason the food preparation practices that should be used for each food items to ensure that nutrients are retained. And two, name one of the agents responsible for the discoloration seen in cut fruits and vegetables. Now that question was from the year 2017. So we may speak of oxygen. We may also speak of enzyme. And three, explain two guidelines for conserving vitamin C during pre-preparation of food, right? 4 marks. You are awesome. You've made it to the end of the video. Please remember to like, subscribe, and also share with persons who you know will find this information useful. Thank you for making it Fairy's Tutorials.